Heat in Parliament. Sadiq Khan defends a migrant camp on Billionaire Row, calls it a win for diversity. Something strange is happening on one of the wealthiest streets in Britain, and the response from City Hall has left Londoners stunned. What began as a local complaint about safety and sanitation has spiraled into a full-blown political flashpoint, with the Mayor of London defending the last thing anyone expected. The story unfolding on Park Lane says more about our leadership than most dare to admit. Park Lane, lined with luxury hotels, billionaire mansions, and iconic landmarks, has long represented the height of British success. But today, it has become a symbol of political failure and growing public outrage. Nestled within this high-end district is a makeshift migrant encampment, directly linked by residents to public defecation, street drinking, and antisocial behavior. Rather than confront these issues, Mayor Sadiq Khan has doubled down. When a concerned London parent wrote to City Hall, saying their child was forced to witness this chaos on the way to school, Khan's office sidestepped the specifics. There was no mention of sanitation issues, no acknowledgement of residents' frustrations, and no plan to restore safety or dignity to one of London's most visible streets. Instead, Khan's team issued a broad defence of mass migration, stating that London draws huge strength from the contributions of migrants and refugees. They went so far as to claim that the encampment was part of what makes the city diverse, welcoming, and truly global. Pause for a moment. A Londoner raises concerns about what is effectively a street-level squat, where people are reportedly relieving themselves on pavements and drinking in broad daylight, and the official response is to celebrate cultural enrichment. This isn't just tone-deaf. It's an insult to every hard-working Londoner who pays their taxes, abides by the law, and expects basic standards of hygiene, order, and public decency. Especially in an area like Park Lane, which represents Britain on the world stage. Conservative London Assembly leader Susan Hall responded, "I don't think pooing in the street is the sort of contribution Londoners expect migrants to be making to our city." And who can blame her? This debate isn't about demonizing migrants. It's about holding elected leaders accountable for the consequences of their policies. The Park Lane encampment is a visible symptom of deeper issues: unregulated migration, a worsening housing crisis, and a political class more concerned with ideology than governance. Khan's office claims he's working to end rough sleeping by 2030, 7 years from now. Meanwhile, residents watch one of Britain's most iconic roads descend into filth. And the city's proposed solution? A website where people can report rough sleeping. For many, this feels like a bad joke. Londoners don't want to fill out online forms while walking past human waste. They want leadership. They want honesty. This isn't the first time Sadiq Khan has refused to confront uncomfortable truths. From spiraling knife crime to the expansion of the ultra-low emission zone, ULEZ, to now ignoring antisocial behavior in Mayfair, Khan has made a habit of hiding behind buzzwords like diversity and global city, while the capital descends into disorder. And if this is allowed to happen in one of the wealthiest postcodes in the country, what does that say about standards in less affluent boroughs? Places where working-class families face these problems daily, with no media coverage at all. This story isn't just about a migrant camp. It's about values, governance, accountability. Because when your leaders are more offended by criticism of antisocial behavior than the behavior itself, something is seriously wrong. For many Londoners, Khan's response has made one thing painfully clear: he doesn't see what they see. He doesn't live what they live. And perhaps that's the real problem.